Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, 6-6, pull it high. Hey, over. Now. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Ready.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch gears.
2nd and 6. Incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
6 yards to go.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Patrick, 61, matchbox light. Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And it's complete. Henry. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Operating from the gun. Patterson. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Check out.
Hey.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check.
Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, dude. Stand.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Gordon. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
I can't believe, look at me. Zipper. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Back to throw. Patterson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Watch the slant. Watch the safety creep. Let's go.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That second down play nets a -4.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
You draw corpus. Hey, high 7. Go. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
On third down, Patterson, complete. It's Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Greystone travel. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot. Yeah. Ready?
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
That's it, baby.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Delta. Check. 44. Hey. Check. I got you. Fine.
From the gun, Patterson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Patterson. And Allen's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Check that. Well, Mike 52 right here. Watch QB. Pilot, 64. Weak. Watch out. Check. Fred, go.
On first down, it's Gordon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
50, plant, General West. Tight dog. Hey, team 6. Hey.
On second down now, it's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3, and he is out of bounds here on the return.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Box try. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. He's coming. Double up. He's calling. 132 fight.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as they are able to cut into that lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Look at me, zipper.
Yo, 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 yo.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's Lindsey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep, Golden Tate. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Man, I got you.
Hey, Urban.
53's the mic. 50.
Go.
I'm going to run you over.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Throw left side complete. It's Gill. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Rip left. Let's go.
Smooth.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Yeah.
I'm coming after you.
Ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Switch.
You draw corpus.
Check. Watch the twitch.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, echo. Hey.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot. Speed grip.
On first down, Patterson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derwin James with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
At the 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
49, check 49, check 49. Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the set.
Mike Popo. Oh, get him! Get him! Get him! Check 26.
Hey, Sam off.
Flare.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You run. Shoot! Check!
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm on.
Hey. Hey, Zoo. Let's go.
To throw on third down, Patterson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I got one. Watch the shift.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53. Switch up, switch up. Switch, switch, switch.
Now Leonard Fournette. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll drop the throw. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard
line. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Safety. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator, 61, matchbox lights. Slam. Look at me, zipper. Check 25, check 25. Ready?
This is Gordon as they go to him again. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Patterson. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Go! 18 Gator. 53, Mike 53. Hey, wahoo!
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
He's checking crap.
On 1st and 10, Patterson sets up the screen to Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Topper. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
2nd and 13. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Mike's Bofo.
22 jet bomber. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
In your face.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Slam.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go. Hey, Delta. Hit it.
To throw on 2nd down, Patterson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes it to Tate. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Ready.
They'll come out in the pistol. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Patterson escaping the pressure right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. Todd Gurley, he's gone over 100 yards, 102 right now for him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Come on, set. H3, 2, 18, chopper. Set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.